Well, so we are still on the grounds where the NPP is doing the launch of its manifesto. The Minister for Health, Kokwajima Menu, is here with us. Let's have a quick conversation. Honorable Minister, you're welcome. How is the Ghana's health sector doing before we talk about the manifesto?
Thank you very much. Ghana's health sector, I believe, is doing quite well. We delayed a little bit with infrastructure, but it's like monies that were supposed to have come to us wouldn't come very early. We know we inherited a very bad economy, and the finance minister needed to stabilize the system before we roll out. This year, despite even COVID, look at the few things we have managed to do in health infrastructure. Apart from that, our indicators for certain disease burdens have improved. Mother and child care, infant mortality, maternal deaths, and neonatal care, and all those things we believe have done so well.
A lot of your health workers are not happy. The president promised them 50% allowances. That has not happened. A lot of them are withdrawing. Indeed, from Ghana East, we are told a lot of the people from Kolebu have moved out. Other hospitals, Region 37, the workers are complaining. Why has the president promised 50% allowance and this allowance is not being paid workers?
The allowance wasn't promised to all health workers. We use the word frontline workers, and we had a problem with even defining who a health worker is. That is what has delayed the thing. But we have started paying. We have presented to Parliament to tell them how we've managed it, and I know for sure not all will be satisfied.
Let's talk about the politics side of COVID, because you are wearing a political smock now. The NDC says you have done nothing in terms of infrastructure in the health sector. You are using the health centers they left behind. Indeed, they accuse you of going to rest in the Green Book, which is a UGMC, which they left behind, which your party at the time said was Photoshop.
That place was not done with anybody's pocket money, right? When we came, you saw the battle I was trying to fight with the University of Ghana Medical Center. As I speak, that place is not fully completed, despite the fact that we've now managed to get the extra money to do the work that we should do, right? Phase 1, some parts of it were all intertwined with phase 2 completion. So we just couldn't have started UGMC fully. So the place is up and coming.
But doesn't take away the fact that NDC left that facility for you.
No, I can't say that NDC didn't start it. They didn't complete it. We have come to do the work. All they claim they left that we haven't done, they should come and tell me 5, 6 of them now. In Central Region alone, we've completed 10 polyclinics that they were doing. We finished them last year, and I went around commissioning, including Atu Forcing with him.
The biggest issue of infrastructure and health was delivered by the president when he promised 88 hospitals. What's the status of that promise by the president to build some extra hospitals?
We are still at the preliminary stages.
Have you found land?
We've asked all the districts without hospitals to give us land. They've all submitted. We now have people who are going around inspecting the lands to try to see which areas are good, which areas cannot be good.
Can you finish even one of them before the elections?
This election?
Yes.
No.
It's not possible. Definitely. Let's now speak to the Minister for the Interior, the Honorable Ambrose. Honorable, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well.
How is your constituency?
Fantastic.
Yeah. What's the state of security in Ghana? You sit on top of Ghana's security structure.
When we came in, you remember the first 3 months of 2018 were in a crisis. Armed robberies here and there. But as I talk to you today, you can hardly hear even West critics say Ghana is insecure.
No, there is a lot of that. An assembly member was killed in Sogakope. It led to riots. Your police station was attacked. Recently, there have been attacks. Indeed, at registration centers, there have been violent attacks. You can definitely not say Ghana is safe, considering all these things you've talked about.
Yes, there is no perfect state of security anywhere in the world. But what we are talking about is where we were and where we are now. So always we, the leaders of security, say the country is relatively calm. The figures for armed robberies have gone down.
NDC flag bearer John Mahama is promising to legalize the operations of commercial motorbike riders known as Okada. What's your comment as the Minister for Interior on that?
Well, our comment now is that Okada is with us and we are dealing with it as far as we can. And if it becomes necessary for us to change any situation, we would do so. But the president was president before and Okada was with us. He didn't do anything about that. But the important thing is that Okada riders must know that they're not above the law.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. That's the Honorable Ambrose Derries, Minister for the Interior, speaking to us here in our continuous coverage of the NPP Manifesto launch here in Cape Coast in the Central Region.
Then we want to tell people that we are seeking re-election. We are seeking power to enable us continue our good works. And that the whole idea is to ensure that every Ghanaian benefits from this, our enterprise. It is holistic, it is for all, and it is for the ultimate development of this country of ours. Thank you.
In the 2020 election, is it going to be a matter of records or manifesto? What would be
records? To be records, of course.
So people ask the question, what's the use of a manifesto then?
It's important because for this election, for the first time in our history, the two contestants have all had the chance to be president before.
Your mama is asking your candidate to come for a debate.
When they had the chance to rule this country. Debate for what?
So
debate.
that you show what you have done, and then let the...
We have already shown. If you look, debate, are you talking about a section of a debate? Debate on infrastructure, then you go to economy, then you go to multi... No, we don't do that kind of debate. Tell us what you have done when you had the chance to serve Ghana.
Okay, that's the Senior Minister, Osafo Mafo, speaking to us and giving us his perspective.